All right. Today, we're diving into the student essay, Technology's Peril and Potential by Kate Macaulay. This essay provides an excellent model for analyzing and synthesizing ideas from multiple sources. Macaulay explores the impacts of technology on society by comparing two contrasting views: George Richard's largely negative outlook in the McDonaldization of society, and Sherry Turkle's more balanced perspective in Wired magazine. Through this exploration, Macaulay addresses questions about technology's role in our lives, the potential ethical concerns it raises, and how we might find a balanced approach to using it. By the end of this lecture, we should all be able to identify and analyze Macaulay's use of synthesis in examining opposing views on technology, recognize how Macaulay structures her analysis to develop a balanced and informed viewpoint, and understand the ways in which synthesis essays combine multiple sources to create new insights. First, understanding the purpose of a synthesis essay. A synthesis essay examines multiple sources on a single topic, aiming to create a nuanced and informed position. In this essay, Macaulay investigates the question, what effect is technology having on humanity and the quality of life in the 21st century? Through comparing and contrasting Ritzer's and Turkle's perspectives, Macaulay is able to present a balanced view while forming her own nuanced perspective. Here you might want to think about, why is it valuable to look at multiple sources when analyzing a complex issue like technology's impact? Background on the sources, Ritzer and Turkle. From George Ritzer's perspective, Ritzer critiques what he calls the McDonaldization of society, where he describes as the use of a fast food-like model for efficiency and convenience in various industries. This model, he argues, sacrifices quality and personal connection. Ritzer sees these developments as harmful to real relationships, family time, and personal fulfillment. In Sherry Turkle's article, Turkle explores the psychological effects of technology on personal identity, using online role-playing in multi-user domains. She acknowledges the potential for people to create identities and grow from these experiences, but warns that they also risk losing their sense of self. Macaulay introduces these sources effectively by summarizing each author's main argument and clearly signaling where they differ. Her introductory paragraph sets up the synthesis by showing readers why these perspectives matter and how they will be compared and contrasted. In paragraph 2, Macaulay explains that Ritzer's criticism focuses on how technology shapes systems around us, arguing that businesses and industries adopting this McDonaldized model create shallow relationships and artificial experiences. His concern lies with the larger societal structures and the pressure they impose on individuals. Macaulay then contrasts this with Turkle's inward-focused view in paragraph 3. Turkle worries about the personal effects of technology on identity, particularly through virtual identities. While Turkle sees some positive potential, she is wary of the harm these virtual worlds might do to our sense of reality and morality. If you take a look at this comparison chart of Ritzer versus Turkle on technology's impact, you can see what some of the main focus of Ritzer is, that he focuses on societal systems and business models, whereas Turkle focuses on individual identity and relationships. The key concerns of Ritzer are dehumanization, superficiality, loss of quality in products and interactions, and Turkle's key concerns are fragmentation of identity, loss of self, addiction to virtual worlds. Ritzer uses fast food industry, scripted customer interactions as examples, and Turkle uses, for her examples, online personas, multi-user domains, and virtual relationships. The tone of Ritzer's perspective is it's pessimistic, it's critical of technology's impact on society, And the tone of Turkle's perspective is cautious yet balanced. She sees both potential for growth and the risks. The core argument of Ritzer is that technology creates artificial systems that harm human connections and family life, whereas the main argument of Turkle is that technology challenges personal identity but offers self-exploration through virtual worlds. The solution proposed by Ritzer is that he's skeptical and that there are limits on rationalized systems. For Turkle, she encourages responsible use of technology with self-awareness. Moving on to paragraphs 4 and 5, Macaulay carefully balances the positive and negative impacts of technology as presented by each author. In paragraph 4, she describes Ritzer's one-sided view and his focus on how technology has damaged human relationships. By contrast, in paragraph 5, she highlights Turkle's optimism in her belief in personal growth through self-awareness. By synthesizing both views, Macaulay suggests that technology can have both negative and positive effects, depending on how it's used. Here you might want to ask yourself, why is it important for a synthesis essay to show both sides of an issue? How does balancing these viewpoints help the writer develop his or her own perspective? In paragraph 6, Macaulay raises important moral questions that go beyond the arguments of Ritzer and Turkle, reflecting on how we should use technology responsibly. She considers questions of personal interaction and ethical choices, such as the potential for people to substitute real relationships with digital ones or lose fulfilling jobs to automation. In paragraphs 7 and 8, Macaulay also incorporates her own experiences, recalling family discussions and personal observations. This blend of analysis with personal experience strengthens her argument by making it relatable and grounded in real-life scenarios. In paragraph 9, Macaulay concludes with her own perspective, encouraging readers to use technology mindfully and to prioritize real human relationships. By synthesizing the points made by Ritzer, Turkle, and her own reflections, she delivers a well-rounded view that encourages thoughtful engagement with technology. So overall, Macaulay begins with a clear thesis that frames the essay around a central question and introduces her sources effectively. She demonstrates balance by acknowledging the strengths and weaknesses of each author's perspective. Macaulay moves beyond simple summary or comparison by adding her own independent reflection, challenging readers to engage with technology more mindfully. Macaulay's essay is an excellent example of synthesis writing, where different perspectives are woven together to form a new, balanced understanding. In exploring the positive and negative impacts of technology, she encourages readers to reflect on their own experiences and attitudes toward technology. Synthesis essays like this one remind us that complex issues benefit from diverse perspectives, helping us form more thoughtful and informed conclusions. Something for you to think about is, how does Macaulay's use of synthesis help deepen our understanding of the impact of technology? Write down one insight from today's lecture that will help you approach synthesis writing in your own essays. This approach prepares you to not only understand Macaulay's synthesis essay, but also to consider how you can use similar strategies in your own writing. Remember, a synthesis essay is about bringing voices together and then adding your own, not just choosing one viewpoint over another.